Okay. Good evening. If you can hear me, please just drop something in the chat and say I can hear you. So I know you can hear me. But just say, yeah, just say I can hear you in the chat. That will be fine. So we have 4 people present here. So I'm going to send you the gifts. 4 people present. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people present. I'm going to send you the gift. I'm going to send it here. I just want to send it now before I go on. But before we go on, while I'm trying to pick the gift, yeah, could you tell me something you understand? You've come to understand from all the 2 classes we've done thus far. We've had 2 classes thus far. You want to tell me some of the things you understand from the classes you've done thus far? Please shoot. If you want to drop it in the chat box, drop it in the chat box. If you want to, say it, by all means, please do. If you want to speak, by all means, please do. We've had 2 classes thus far. So this is the 3rd class. So we can't keep going if there isn't a thorough understanding of what we are doing. So you have something to say, by all means, speak. I'll be glad to. And there's no wrong answer, there's no right answer, yeah? So please shoot. I'm waiting. Any replies? So I'm going to drop the gifts in a bit.
Hello.
I'm going to drop the gifts in a bit, but while I'm looking for it, I'm waiting for your replies. You have anything to say?
Good evening. Yeah, what are we replying on?
Okay, so I dropped a book here. It's about copywriting. If you read this book, you know everything about copywriting that there is to know. And once you know everything about copywriting, you can apply it to your real estate business. So this is for this first 6 people here. Please don't share with any other person. That's the reward for coming early. So if you come early tomorrow again, I'll have another gift for you, right? So this basically teaches you everything you need to know about copywriting. If you read it, it will help you and change your business for good. If you don't read it, like we say in the Southwest, la 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 la, So it is up to you. It is people who work hard that gets the benefit. So reading it is working hard. The choice is yours. But I've done my bit. I promised I was going to share something extremely valuable with you, and I'm sharing that. Okay, so let's go on. Somebody was going to say something, please. If I caught you, I am really sorry, please. My sincere apologies. So your first class is today. Oh, okay. So who's first? I know people here that their first class is not today, right? Mr. David, your first class is not today. Mrs. Adiyu, your first class is not today. Mr. Olateju, your first class is not today. At least I know those 3 people. Today is not your first class. Today is your 3rd class. Yeah. So tell us something you gained, something you've gained thus far. At least the 3 of you, one of you should be able to speak. Okay. If you want to drop a chat, please drop it. The book I just uploaded. Okay, please go on.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Lateji.
Okay, awesome.
So in the last 2 days or so, or last 3, 2 classes I attended, I have come to discover that email marketing is an efficient tool when it comes to marketing real estate. And I've seen that from what you practically, demonstrated, I've come to see that is beyond reading is application, ability to consistency, putting your products and the benefit of that product before your potential clients regularly by means of stories, curiosity, things that will catch their attention. And you are not selling, one is not really, you don't come and sell, but you come to give them something that will, add value to them. And at the end of the write-up, you now begin to tell them, okay, why don't you apply for this? I mean, your products, not presenting a product to them, having given them education about the value you are about what you really intend to give them. As for the, use stories and examples, and you don't tell lies, you real fact. I mean, you use facts, things that are true. So, and things that even your potential clients can relate with, and as time goes on, they come to trust you, to like you, and with time, and they sign for what you are marketing.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's a very good recap. Very, very good recap. And I appreciate that. It means you've been really listening. Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. As a matter of fact, if not that they will say something, I would have given you a peck from here. But people will talk. So I will not do that. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. So any other Mr. David Ode, Mrs. Aliyu? Very, very good point. Yes,
Hello, good
go on,
evening.
please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, very faint
Yeah,
though,
my
but
name
you could
my name
go
is
closer to your mic.
Okay, I'm David Ode.
Oh, awesome.
Glad to be in this class. What I've learned so far from the class is how to start the process of an email writing from advert to pre-selling, pre-sale page, then opt-in page, then the email marketing. Then we also thought about where we can be able to email service provider that you may mention of some email service provider and the ones that can maybe enable us as starters, like sendfox.com. You taught us as well on how to write the body of the email, the subject line, and those things that are going to make people catchy, as in catchy subject line. Then you talk about hook, then where we can be able to get our email ideas from. You made mentions of some other places like TV, comedy, tutorial, songs, and movies. Then you gave us examples on how to write, and of which we saw the one you've written before. You also demonstrated an example for us yesterday. So that is what I've gained so far for the moment.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I could also give you a peck, sir, but they will say something, so I will not do that. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. God bless you. So yes, these are some of the things we've said thus far, right? So I just wanted to know if we've been following and we've been taking notes, and if we have been, really, really imbibing these things. And good as it is, it's something we've been imbibing. All right. So let's go on. Today we are going to go further, right? We're going to talk about this one, right? Tell them how to use ABC to achieve XYZ. We're going to talk about number 3, so tell them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results. We'll talk about number 4, to show them how to achieve it theoretically, but leave the practical out, or list 5 and 4 steps and let the critical number 5 be left out. Then we're going to talk about this number 5 as well, right? Not choices. Okay, so, but before we go on, I was writing some things down as they were speaking and saying the things that I've taught them thus far. I just remember some things that I also have said, and I said, okay, let's talk about this one too before we proceed to this number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. We've already done a lot of things on number 1, right? So reading. Now, if you must be able to write emails, well, you must be able to read a lot. For instance, I could be reading the book I just sent you, I could be reading something on it, and you feel, oh, this thing relates to real estate. Oh, you write it down, right? write it down. So when you read a lot, you will know how to write. It's just critically simple. It's very simple rather. When you read a lot, you will know how to write, right? Especially if you now read novels, you will see the sequels the novels follow. You see how there's this lot of suspense, intrigue, and excitement in the novels. And then when you write, you'll be able to imbibe excitement, intrigue, and fun into your novels too, and suspense into your novels. But that's not to say that if you don't read novels, you'll not be able to write. If you read very well, read intelligent books, read books on business, read books on life, read books on spirituality. I, for instance, would read two kinds of books. I'll read Christian books and I'll read books on business, basically, right? So if you read those things, or you read any of them, or the things you read would empower you to be knowledgeable. And when you're knowledgeable, you can relate any of your knowledge to your business. And in expressing the knowledge your knowledge you have, in expressing it as relates to your business, email writing, email marketing will give you a better avenue to do that than any other thing. Because many of the people who will be reading your emails are serious-minded anyways, right? They would prefer to read your emails than to spend months or weeks on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook, or stuff like that. So reading is very important. Now, when you also are a realtor, you must have products knowledge. You know your products very, very well, like the back of your hand. Not just your products, you know your industry too. You know what a CFO means. You know what a gazette means. You know why a receipt is not a document. You know why people should not buy land from Omonile. You know what, if people wake you up in the midnight and say what's a terrace, you know what it is. If they wake you up in the midnight and say what's the difference between a mansionette and a tenement building, you know what it is. You know your products very, very well, and you know your industry very, very well. Those things are important for you to write the correct kind of emails, because all these kind of emails I said you should write thus far, of course, you'll be able to write them, but for you to relate them to your products, you need to have product knowledge very well. And for them to be relatable to your products and to your prospects, you need to know product knowledge and industry knowledge. Very important. Now, I've talked about novels and movies. So let's talk about Trojan emails. Now, how many of us have heard Trojan before? You've heard Trojan before. Let me know. Let me just say in the chat. You've heard Trojan before. So just say, I have. If you have heard the word Trojan before, right? Trojan. If you have heard it before, let me know. Trojan. Okay, it's new. You've not heard it before. Okay, I have. Awesome. So who else has had Trojan before? Right? Nobody else. Okay, awesome. So Trojan, there was this thing called a Trojan horse. It's ancient Greek history, right? Now, what is that ancient Greek history? Now, it says that there was a time in the Greek Greek history, there was a time that there were lots of kings in Greece, and then there was this king who had a beautiful wife, and there was also a prince who is the son of another king, in that entire Greece territory. So this prince liked the woman, and then he took the woman, he jagba, sort of. So he took his wife, and then his wife became the girlfriend of that prince. So they went to, I think it was Troy. So they went to Troy and they fought and fought. People went to Troy to come and collect the woman back from the prince. And they fought Troy. As the more they fought Troy, the more Troy defeated all of them. So Troy, as a city, kept defeating all of them. So they thought, what can we do? So they created the big horse. They called the horse a Trojan horse. It was very big. It was a statue. So the people of Troy saw the horse, the soldiers of Troy saw the horse, and they liked it. It was stationed outside their village, sort of. So they liked it, and then they took the statue. As powerful people now, they can take anything that belongs to anybody else. So they took the statue and they took it and brought it into their own village. So they brought it and they were admiring, they liked it, and then they went to sleep at night. Meanwhile, the soldiers of all those other villages were already inside the horse. So at midnight, those soldiers that were inside the statue, they just came out and attacked them, and they killed them that night, and they overcame them. Now, why am I telling you this story? Because writing emails is just like that. People write emails, and the emails they write are basically we have property to buy at Kinikon. It is 400 square meter. It has CFO. It is close to Dangote refinery. Buy, click here and buy now. So that's how 95% of people write emails. And once people see those emails, they already build a fence, a wall of defense. So their wall of defense is more like, I'm not buying. Excuse me, I'm not interested. So they either ignore the email or they delete the email, right? That is the fence they build. Now, just like the city of Troy, they had built a fence to protect themselves from their enemies. And the customers too have also built a fence to protect themselves from buying anything from marketers, right? So what you are doing as a person, an email marketer, as a realtor, is that you are breaking the fence. And how do you break the fence? You are not breaking the fence with a Trojan horse. You are breaking the fence by sending them things that are important and beneficial to them. So if something is beneficial to them, what do? They basically just what? They basically just take it in, and then they like it, right? They kind of like it, they see it, they take it in, and they feel, wow, this is good for me. So they basically just imbibe it. So if they see a story, right, they read it and they are entertained, right? If they see you talking about how to avoid, how to make sure your child doesn't become a Malian, they like it. It is educational to them. They feel it is going to help them protect their children. If they see you talking about how to avoid getting duped, they see it's beneficial to them. So what are you doing to break the wall of defense? You are sending them things that are usually 95% beneficial to them, right? So all those things that are beneficial to them, you send it to them. And once they've received the benefits, you now, transition into how that benefits relates to what you are selling. So in the end, you are doing, in your email, you are doing 95% benefit of the customer, 5% what I want to sell, right? So that's how you are breaking their wall of defense. You are not using a Trojan horse to break their wall of defense. Rather, you are using benefit-led emails to break their wall of defense. So every time they read your email, every time they see you in their inbox, they will see that, this is something I have to gain from. This email, I will gain something. This email, I will gain something. Every time they read your email, they're always gaining something. But at the end of the email, you are now introducing what you have to sell. So that's exactly how the Trojan horse issue relates to, the Trojan horse story relates to selling with emails, right? Awesome. So I hope if you understand that, let me know. Do you understand that? Let me know. If you don't understand it, please let me know. I'm very, very more than willing to explain again if you do not understand all these things I just explained now. All right, so let me know in the chat box, please drop something. Let me know if you understood it. Let me know if you don't understand it. Okay. Okay. Good. So who else? Let me know. I'm waiting for the chat because this is how I teach. People who have been around will know that I would wait for some replies before I move on to other things. Okay, just 2 more replies or one more reply and we'll move on. One more reply, we'll move on. One more reply, we'll move on. One more reply, we'll move on. One more reply and we'll move on. Yeah? I'm waiting for one more reply. One more reply, we'll move on. Okay, awesome, great. I'm glad you understand it now. So let's move on, right? Let's move on. Now, don't buy emails. Some people say, okay, let me just buy emails and blast emails to them. Now, the chances of you converting with that is relatively low, way too low. Sometimes people see that you have actually bought their emails and they will have no respect for you. So if people must buy from, they at least need to respect you. At least need to like you. They won't like you if you buy their emails and send them emails, right? They won't like you, right? And they won't trust you anyways because you send them emails, so they have their permission. Why would they trust you enough to send them, buy them go pass? And besides, it's not professional. And the other thing is that you don't even know if you just bought the email of somebody who has not eaten for 2 days. You don't know if you just bought the email address of somebody who's no longer alive. You don't know if you just bought the email address of somebody who is not even interested in real estate because he doesn't have enough money to even fund his business. Things like that. So don't buy emails because they are not targeted. But if the email address that people subscribe to your own emails via your adverts, then they are targeted. So that's better. Okay. Now, the more you write, the better you get. The more you write, the better you get. The more you write, the better you get. Whatever you do every day, you get better at it. Even if it's just that you've started praying today, you get a better praying every blessed day if you do it consistently. So whatever you do consistently on a daily, you get better at it. So all these things I've been teaching you, you may feel like, okay, this is a top nut to crack, but start cracking it. If you start cracking it today, one day you'll finish cracking it. So if you start implementing and start doing these things today, you at a time will come, you get so much better that you would think you've started this for ages. Okay, so now when you're writing emails, make your emails extremely interesting, make them conversational, and make them suspense filled. So add a bit of suspense to it, right? Just like you watch those comedies and you see people do comedies and there's a bit of suspense to it. They first show you an action scene, and then after the action scene, they show you a few more things, okay? And then you're excited about it. So let me show you an email just so we would see some of the things I'm saying, and then we'll go on to the topic of the day, okay? So I said, now look at this. Contact name means the person with the name will see it, right? It's not your father. So contact name is not your father. That's a bit of drama, right? Say Femi is not your father, right? So it's exactly Femi. Exactly what happened to her. Ron had seen this before. Yes, Jimron had seen it before. He had seen the movie Dr. Zivago before. So people would be wondering, okay, seen it, what has this seen? What's the movie? Okay, how does this movie relate? But he never quite took cognizance of the fact of what happened at the end of the movie. You see, at the end of the movie, a certain young lady was asked a question. And the question was, how did you come to get lost? So which the lady explained that her father let go of her hand while they were running for their lives. And it was at that point that the lady was made to realize something huge. Made to realize what you ask? Simple. She was made to realize that the man who let go of her hand in the midst of danger couldn't have been her father. Femi, I would say the same. If someone you regard as a father lets go of your hand while you are both running for your lives, I would literally look you in the eyes and say, Femi is not your father. And that would be the candid truth. I know that would be hurting, but the essence of this email is not to hurt anyone. Rather, the essence of this email is to avoid hurting anyone. How, you ask? Okay, thank you for asking. You see, one of the greatest things a father can do is to be there for their children and to protect them from all dangers, from doing homeworks to encouragements, discipline, praying for them, and even securing their future. Yep, securing their future. And you guessed it, one of the ways you can secure their future is with real estate. I won't belabor this, but imagine your children have no property to inherit from you whatsoever. I don't know what you will make of that, but a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. At least the Bible says so. I know the Bible can never be wrong, even if I am wrong. So don't let someone say to your kids, is not your father, she's not your mother. So maybe you should just do something about that today. And maybe you should have a nice midweek. Winks. And if this email hits home and you would like to make amends, click here and let's talk about how you can secure your children's future. Stay blessed. Now, if you look at that email, one of the things in the email is that I talked about one benefit, protecting your children, securing their future, protecting them, making sure that when they are in danger, when there's any danger, the priority should be your children, not you, right? Now, those are the things that they would benefit from. People would remember that, okay, this is important. This man has actually already re-echoed these things that I knew before, and I need to protect my children. So if a man has not been protecting his children well enough, this will ring a bell, right? This will remind him to do so. And after I've done that, then I talk about the fact that we need to secure the future of their children, and then I explain to them how they can use real estate to do that. It's simple. No hard sell, right? No hard sell. So did we get that? Did you get that email? Did you see that email I just read out now? If you saw it, let me know. If you saw it, let me know. If you saw it, let me know. I'm with you. Just let me know if you saw it so we can move on. Right? Just let me know. I'm with you. I'm waiting for the charts. If you saw what I just read out now, let me know so we can move on. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Great. So let's move on. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about 2, 3, 4, and 5. If we can't do all of them today, we'll just talk about 2 and 3. And trust me, if we talk about 2 and 3, we are good to go. Okay. But let's see what we can do today. So I'm going to open a Word document and I'm going to make sure you see that Word document. Okay. Yes, you just need to write emails every day. Just write emails every day. Even your see, whatever you do the first time, it will not be great. It will suck. And that's fine. It's very fine. If somebody was saying something that, okay, let me ask a question so that we can get a good grasp of what I'm trying to explain. How many of you here who is a father or a mother will say to a 1-year-old child or a 2-year-old child that you are falling too many times? I don't want you to learn how to walk. You are falling too many times. Like, how do you just keep falling? You will wound yourself. Sure, don't learn how to walk again. Stop walking. How many of you say that to a child? I want to see in the chat how many people will say that to a child. Like, you are falling too many times. You just keep falling, keep falling. And the fact that you are falling hurts me. I don't like it that you are falling down. Sure, don't learn how to walk again. Don't learn how to walk. Yeah, stop learning how to walk. If you say that to a child, just say I will. If you will say that to your child, just say I will. Let me see that in the chat. If you will not say that, say I will not. Say I will not, or I will not say that or something. I won't see that in the chat. Good. So you see what I'm saying? We will not, ever tell a child to give up because we know that it will definitely work. It will definitely work. As long as he keeps practicing, it will definitely work. It will be wicked and callous to tell a child, stop trying, because it will definitely work, right? So it's the same thing too for any skill. As long as you've learned it, start practicing. That's the next thing. Start practicing. The first walk a child will take will be terrible, he will fall, right? Let him take another one. Let him take another one. Let him take another one. He will eventually get it. So the same thing for sending emails too. If the first email may suck, fine. Just take one of these strategies and start using it. Take another strategy and start using it. Take a strategy and start using it. By the time you master the strategy, you've seen that you have actually gotten it. Then you can start getting better and better every day. Okay. So one of the best ways is just write a story and relate it to something simple. Write a story, relate it to something simple. So let's talk about another strategy here. Right? Tell them how to use ABC to achieve XYZ. Okay. So let's do like this now. How to start a $1 billion business without how to start a business without the needed capital. So now imagine how to start a $1 billion business without the needed capital. Now imagine you have that idea that's guaranteed. Now this is the title subject line. This is subject line, right? Imagine you have that idea that's guaranteed to make billions. That's guaranteed to make billions. You've seen it. And you know it. But no money. How do you do it? Well, everyone would say, go get a loan. But what if, but banks would never give you 100 million if you, if you don't have it. Yes, if banks don't see that you already have more than 300 million. They won't loan you 300 million. That's funny, right? That's funny, right? But stay with me. But stay with me. But stay with me. You see? If you don't have 100, you can still get the 100 loan. Even from Nigerian bank. And this is up. Just imagine that your parents left a land worth 1 billion naira in Banana Island, and it has a CFO. You see? You see? See, right? That's how you get any loan you want from the bank. Just have the valuable property with CFO.
Don't say it. It's money we are going to use.
You are good. Now, are we together? Are we together? If we are together, please let me know. Are we together? Just drop something in the chat if we are together. Okay, awesome. So now we are trying to see how to use ABC to achieve XYZ. Now we've told them that basically in this email, I'm basically saying that you can use a land with CFO to get a loan. So you said this is why I stopped. Just have a valuable property with CFO and you are good to go. Now, if you don't have that, it's okay. But you can. But it would be really, really unfair to you. So know that you can have that, yet you refuse. Femi. So let's just say, why do I keep using them, Femi? Femi. So this is it. Femi. If you get a property with CFO today that's worth 5M, in a few years from now, or in a few years from now, you or your child could use it to get a huge loan from a bank. Use a loan to make millions of
Oh yeah, bring it.
for yourself and your family. Pay the bank back their money with interest and still keep your money, your land, and your profits. Doesn't get better than that. That's how to eat your cake.
Alright.
Right? Right?
Okay. What is it? Why you do like this?
One. Could you mute yourself, please? Okay. Two. Okay. Like that. Thank you. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Now let's go. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Okay, awesome. So let's go. I'm going to read this out and I'm going to change the title. Now, sometimes too, you write emails, and in the process of writing the emails, you change your title, right? Now, how to eat your cake, how to eat your cake and still have it. Now, sometimes when you're writing your email titles, it's better to write everything with all small letters, because when you write it with capitalize, when you capitalize each word, it looks as though it's from a big company. It looks like a company. But when you write it like your name is Femi John, you just write Femi John. That's the name of the sender. So it looks as though it's coming from a friend. People always read emails when it looks as though it's coming from a friend. Now, if you write the short caps like this, it also looks as though, if you write in small letters like this, it also looks as though it's coming from a friend, right? Always ensure you take note of that. Now, this idea of this email is to help them use ABC to achieve XYZ. In this case, we want to use a property to get a loan that is much more than how much they bought the property. So you bought the property for 5M, you want to get a loan of maybe 10M. Now, how do you do that? Right? Now, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Well, you use, a car to get an aeroplane, sort of. So you are using ABC to achieve XYZ. That's the idea. Now let's look at this image. So now imagine you have that idea that's guaranteed to make you billions. Now imagine you have that idea that's guaranteed to make you billions. You've seen it and you know it, but no money. Now, how do you do it? Right? Now, how do you do it? So I put like this. Now, how do you do it? Well, everyone would say go get a loan, but banks would never give you 100 million loan if you don't have it. Yes, if banks don't see that you already have more than 100 million, they won't loan you 100 million. That's funny, right? But stay with me. You see, if you don't have 100 million, you won't. But you see, if you don't have 100 million, just put M here. You see, if you don't have 100 million, you can still get 100M loan, even from Nigerian banks. And this is how. Just imagine that your parent left you a land, a 1 billion naira land in Banana Island, and it has a CFO. You see, right? That's how to get a loan from a loan you want from a bank. Just have a valuable property with CFO and you are good to go. Now, if you don't have that, it's okay. But it would be really, really unfair to you to know that you can have that, yet you refuse to have it. Yes, you refuse to have it. Femi, now, the reason you say the name here is to get the person's attention again. Get the person might be reading and be wondering, but the moment you mention the name, the person's attention comes back. Like, so, John, if you get a property with C of O today, that's worth 5M. In a few years from now, you or your child could use it to get a huge loan from a bank. Use the loan to make millions of profit for yourself and your family. Pay the bank back their money with interest, with their interest. The reason we are using their interest is more like we are siding with you, and we are saying the bank is a bully. So with their interest, right, and still keep your land and your profits. Doesn't get better than that. Doesn't get better than that. That's how to eat your cake and still have it, right? So if you want to eat your cake and still have it, I present to you Gracious Estate. Gracious Estate comes with a CFO and is bound to appreciate by 300% in the next 6 months. If you want to know more about it, click here. If you want to know more about it, click here and let's help you secure your cake while you eat it, right? So you see that email there, basically, it's basically just showing them how to get XYZ, right? Using ABC. How to get ABC using XYZ. Do you understand this email? Do you understand this email? Let me know. Do you understand this email? If you understand it, say I do. If you don't understand, say I don't. I will explain it again. How this email is able to help you use ABC to get XYZ. Okay, so let's go. Do you understand email? I do. Okay, awesome. Do you understand this email? Do you understand this email? Let me know. Awesome. One more person, let's go. Do you understand this email? Do you understand? Awesome. So great. So that explains how you can now. CFO is not the only thing you can use. You can be talking about this, and you could even use a car. You could use a car, right? How to use a car to get a property. And it could be somebody wants to exchange a property, right? Or you could use, because people always do that anyways. So you could use anything, but as long as it comes to your mind how you can use ABC to get XYZ, by all means, write an email about it. Sometimes it may even be something that people would not even think is possible. You can't eat your cake and still have it, but I'm saying how you can eat your cake and still have it, right? Or you can even say how to use a paper to set generation free, right? That could be the title of the email. So, and the paper is the CFO in this case. So that explains that. So let's go to the next one, right? Teach them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results, right? So that's the second one. Teach them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results. So we'll say how to, right? Now, okay, let me do this like this. 3 steps to 3 steps to owning a property in Banana Island. Step 1. Okay, that's the subject line. Subject line, 3 steps to owning a property in Banana Island. 1. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to own a property in Banana Island. Now, okay, somebody please give me the one name of one of Gracious Estates. Let me use Gracious Estate. Give me one of the names of the Gracious Estates. So I'll use that for this email. Okay, somebody please help me. One of Gracious Estates. Just give me the name. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, Coral Life Homes in Abuja. Okay. Now Coral is what's it called? It's a gem, right? Coral, normally coral is a gem, right? It's a precious stone, right? Okay, awesome. Okay. Three ways to make rupees, right? So I'm going to show you. Is coral a precious stone? I'd like to know. Is coral a precious stone? Let me see that. I need to quickly see that so that I can actually use that to write something. If somebody knows, just drop it in the chat. I'd like to know if coral is a precious stone. Ruby City in Ibadan, okay? That's good. Okay, is coral a precious stone? Okay, so coral is a precious stone, right? So, okay, so 3 ways to own a precious stone without buying or digging. Now, one, I'm going to show you. Today, I'm going to show you how to own a precious stone like gold, diamond, or corals without digging and without buying or even struggling for it at all. So, yes, the first thing you can do, is fight for it. Now, trust me, when you do that, someone will that. And I sure don't want that. Okay. So let's talk about so let's scratch that and talk about 3 real ways you can own a precious stone like coral. So we have this estate, this unique estate in the capital city gone, 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 gone. This estate is called Coral. Okay, there's Goshenite, Lagos, right? Awesome. So let's talk about Coral Homes first, because that one came in first. So this estate is called Coral Homes. And trust me when I say you will find more than corals here. So, number one way to own this precious coral called coral estate is one, go to the office and buy direct. But when you do that, no one will keep you updated like I do, because I keep my clients updated every week, every month, rather, not every. Two, think that there is another coral anywhere else and go buy it. But you will soon see that 1,100 estate companies do not pay attention to their customers the way I do. Three, the best way is to reach out to me. I'll show you Coral Homes. I'll show you how to verify the title, and I'll also show you what's going to happen in the estate few months from now, and then I will keep you updated every week, and also send you and also bring your documents to your doorstep. And more than this, I will ensure you get the prompt allocation, because I will always fight for your right. Now, that's a complete way to get the gem. Let's stop. Now, this is not the best email because I basically just rushed this, but you've seen the idea of this. The idea of this is to basically show you two other incomplete ways to achieve results, right? And then I show you the best way at the end. Now, if I wasn't writing this email, the other email I would be writing would be something like how to get a gem, right? The first thing I'll say is that go to the office, get the land and everything, and then wait for the office to call you. Or better still, reach out to me and I'll do everything for you, and you don't need to only move a muscle. But that's basically not different from this one. So basically, I'm saying in this email, the idea of this email is an incomplete way to achieve ABC results. So I said that 3 ways to own a precious stone without buying or digging. Today I'm going to, now you see that this email talks about curiosity. There's a bit of curiosity here, right? You own a precious stone without buying or digging. Today I'm going to show you how to own a precious stone like gold, diamond, or corals without digging, and without buying or even struggling for it at all. So yes, the first thing you can do is fight for it, but trust me, when you do that, someone will die. And I sure don't want that to be okay. So let's scratch that and talk about 3 real ways you can own a precious stone like coral, right? I say, so we have this unique estate in the capital city, gong, 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 gong. So I'm saying gong, 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 gong here, saying like 4 times. Now that's a bit of comedy here. I'm just saying like 4 times there. So just basically to get people to ease up. The estate is called Coral Homes. And trust me, when I say you will find more than corals here. So number 1 way to own this precious coral estate, this special coral called coral estate, is 1, go to the office and buy directly. But when you do that, no one will keep you updated like I do, because I keep my clients updated every month. 2, think that there's another coral elsewhere and go buy it. But you will soon realize that 1,001 real estate companies do not pay attention to their customers the way we do, and that there are several or more who need less in suit. 3, the best way is to reach out to me. I will show you Coral Homes. I will show you how to verify the title documents yourself. I'll show you how to verify title documents independently, and I will show you what's going to happen in the estate few months from now. And then I'll keep you updated every week, and also bring you documents to your doorstep. Bring your documents to your doorstep. And more than this, I will ensure you get a prompt allocation, because I always fight for your rights. So you don't, now that's a complete gem. I say, now that's a complete gem. Now that's a complete way to get a gem. Let's talk. And between, you will not even pay me a penny, yet I'll be fighting for your coral. Now, do you understand this email? Did you understand this email? Do you understand this email? Do you understand this email? Let me know if you understood it. If you understood it in relation to, this, teach them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results. If you understood it in relation to that, if you understood it in relation to teaching them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results, right? Let me also know who else understands it. Who else understands it? If you understood it, teach them an incomplete way to as teaching them an incomplete way to achieve ABC results. Let me know. Okay, all right. So others could drop their reply right now. That's just that for these 2. Okay. Now I could go on to number 3. Okay. Let me help you connect it to the team. Let me help you connect it to the team very well. An incomplete way to understand to achieve ABC results. Now, the first way to achieve ABC results, which is incomplete, is go to the office and buy directly from yourself by yourself. By the time you go to the office directly, these 3 things, see, the office might do these three things for them, but they will never do it like an individual will do it, because the office have so many clients to talk to, so many clients also. You as an individual, you don't have maybe more than 10, 15 clients, right, to talk to, right, at probably at the time, and you can manage them easily. The office has about 100 or 200 clients, so they can't do all of these things for them. So you're basically saying that this number one is an incomplete way to achieve getting a land that will put your mind at rest, right? That's a number one. Number two, I'm saying that, and people realize that they need to start calling the office here and there, this and that. But you are saying that if you do number one, you won't have an eye in the office. But if you do number three, I will be your eye in the office. So number one is an incomplete way to achieve it, but number three is a complete way. Number two is another incomplete way. They can think that, okay, let me boycott this guy and let me just go and find another company that's probably selling something like Coral. But they say that there are many monopolies in suits and many companies don't even pay attention to them like you do. So the complete way is down number three. It says the best way is to reach out to me. I'll show you Coral rooms. I'll show you how to verify the documents independently. And I'll also show you what's going on what's going to happen in the estate a few months from now. And then I will keep you updated every week. And also bring your documents to your doorstep. And more than this, I will ensure you get the prompt allocation because I will always fight for your rights. Then you put this side here, like, wow, that's a lot, more like I'm tired, but you're making them understand that, of course, this thing will take my energy, but I'm ready to do it. I said, now that's a complete way to get a gem. Let's stop. And between, you will not even pay me a penny, yet I'll be fighting for your Coral. Now, do you understand how this relates to the team? Mr. Olateju, can you connect it to the team now? This number one and number two are incomplete ways to get a property that will put your mind at rest. But number three is a complete way. So I've shown them number one and number two that are incomplete ways. Number three, I've shown them a complete way. Now, it will be foolhardy not to take a complete way, knowing that I will not even take a penny from you for doing it, right? So it's more like eating your cake and having it. So those are the two ways. Now, I would have shown you this one here. Show them how to achieve it theoretically, but leave the practical out, right? I would have shown you that another email about it today, but it's already an hour. And the truth of the matter really is that if I show you this one and this one, your brain might get fried in the sense that this is probably new to you and I can't be rushing you. So I don't intend to rush you. That's why I intend to do 1 hour, 1 hour. So tomorrow we'll touch on number 3 and number 4. And then we'll do a bit of a summary. Then day 5, we'll do the grand summary. The grand summary such that if you have not been there in number 1, day 1 and day 2 and day 3, the grand summary that we'll do in day 5, you will get a good grasp of many things. And then if you have been there in number 1, number 4, by the time you get the summary on day 5, you will get, and your eye will be more opened, okay? But tell people that didn't attend this class that I'm not uploading it. I'm not uploading it, like I said. Tomorrow's class, so I won't upload it. I'm not uploading today's class. Tomorrow's class, I won't upload it. So it's better you attend tomorrow's class live and be punctual, because if you are on time, I'm also going to give you another gift tomorrow. Okay, so now another thing I will do is that since I've written day one, I wrote an email in your presence. Day 2, I wrote an email in your presence. Day 3, I even wrote 2 emails in your presence. So tomorrow, which is day 4, I'll write these emails before we come to class. I'll write the emails about this one, and I'll write the email about this one before we come to class. Why? Is because we have a lot to cover tomorrow. So we won't let the writing of the emails take our time, right? So I'll write these emails and I'll read it out to you. You will understand it before we now, get into the explaining of the email and also get into a few other things we'll explain tomorrow. Okay. Now, if that is clear, let me know if that's clear. Is that clear? Let me know if that's clear. If it's clear, say yes. If it's clear, say yes. I'm going to be having a training on Tuesday and Wednesday in Aja. It's about YouTube ads and Google ads. It's going to be deep. One-on-one training. It's going to be deep, right? But it's physical. If you want to attend, just reach out to the group admin that you want to attend my training, and I'll find a way for you to join. It's 30K, it's not free. So just tell them you want to attend my private training, and I will find a way for you to join before it's filled up. If you want to attend tonight, I think reach out to the group admin, or I think I posted something in the group. I'm the one who posted the train, today's training in the group. So just reach out to me. I'm the one who posted about tonight's training in the group today. So today I posted about tonight's training in the group. So reach out to me. If you reach out to me, I'll give you the chance to pay 30K. It's just 6 slots left. So 6 slots left. So I don't think it's much. All right. So that's about that. So let me know if you have any questions. Yes, you understand. I'm not posting the video today. What's the Facebook name of the YouTube? I'm not posting it today. When we are done with the class, maybe, but I'm not posting it today. I'm not even posting it this week. I've been still instruction not to post it this week. So maybe when we are done, we will do that, Mr. Odi. But maybe I will ask for permission. Maybe. But any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Any questions? Any question? Any questions, anybody? If you have a question, please shoot. I'm waiting. Question. We have 2 more minutes to answer question. Any question? If you don't have any question, we'll be wrapping up tonight's class in 2 minutes. If you're asking about my training, it comes with 1 year mentorship, YouTube and Google Ads training, training on pre-sale, and then a secret training that you don't know about. But just reach out to me privately if you're interested in it. It's not free, that's okay. But okay. Any question? Yeah. Now, if it's interesting, if I am giving you money, if it's interesting, people will read. That's the thing about it. Even if it's long, it's interesting, people will read. Now, there are ways to write short emails too. We'll touch on that tomorrow. But it's not, as long as it's an interesting read, people will read. Now, was it long? No, I don't think so. Let me show you. Let me show you why I think it's not long. Now, I did this. Let me show you why I think it's not long. This is 20, right? Font is 20. Font is 20. So let me put it at 12 or 14. Now, how many pages is that? It's not even more than, it's not even up to 1 page. All right? You see, from here to here. So it's not long. Can you see? From here to here. It's not long, right? So the write-up was not long. But basically, even if it's long, as long as it's interesting, you see that I was putting gone there. I was putting some lines that were quite interesting. Monetized in suit, right? You know. So basically, if it's informative and educational, people, and it is also entertaining, people will read, right? So it's not long. And if you want to do long, better. If you want to do long emails, write stories. Write stories and make the stories relate, and then find a way to relate to the story. Find a way to relate the story to what you are selling, right? So people love stories. That's why people like Amebo. If you post a story on Twitter, on Facebook, and then you didn't end the story, you see comments. Where's the end? Now, where's the last line? Now, I was waiting for this. So people love stories. If you want to make your emails long, make them story emails. People will read. People will read and they will enjoy it. And there are stories everywhere. Stories every day. Now, another thing that I didn't explain. Let me explain that as we round up. Because of that question, I would. I posted the gift too. I posted the gifts. It's for people who came early. The book. If you scroll up, you will see the book. I posted it. You can download it. Just click it. I posted it. You can download it. Just scroll up. You'll see. Before I log out, so scroll up 7:04. As at 7:04 p.m. That's when I posted it. Just scroll up, you'll see it. Scroll up, you'll see it. Scroll up, you'll see it. 7:04 p.m. If you didn't see, that means you didn't come earlier. Scroll up in this chart. Scroll up in the chart. You'll see it. I can still see it now. I can still see it now. I can still see that it's 46 MB. I can still see it now. Just scroll up, you'll see it. What was I going to say? Now, if one of the ways to get email ideas, this is the simplest way to get email ideas. Take a paper and a jotter. Take a paper and a jotter everywhere you go. Anything that happens that strikes you like a story, write it down. Write it down. Then write the morale of that event down. So let's say a boy eats biscuits and he starts vomiting. Write it. A boy eats biscuit and vomits. For morale of the story, if you buy from Omonile, you will vomit. You will vomit your how do I put it now? If you buy from Omonile, you vomit. That's the moral of the story. Right? How the story, a boy eats biscuits and he started vomiting because he was not used to it. Write that. Then write moral of the story. If you buy from Omonile, you will vomit. Then hold that. If you didn't want to write an email, you look through it, you remember the story because you wrote it down. And then you write out the story and then you relate it to how the boy was probably not used to that kind of biscuits. And you relate it to the fact that if you also go and buy land from people that are not used to giving documents or not used to doing anything legitimate, you will vomit and you will feel nauseated because your money will go and you will never recover. It's just the way people never recover vomits, right? So that's it. That's it. It's that simple, right? So you can make all your this thing stories. You can make all your this stories. Okay, so for the sake of the fact that you came early, I'm just going to post it one more time. And once it drops, I will log off. So it's a book on copyright, and if you read it, you'll know how to write copy. And that's useful for your business, right? So I'm going to post it one more time so that I can log off. So that's it. I will repeat this again in the class tomorrow so that people will understand this better. Okay. So I'm trying to upload it so that once it's uploaded, I can log off. If you still have any questions, please ask. The book is still uploading for the persons who didn't get it. Tomorrow there's another gift, but this gift I'm posting tomorrow, I don't think I will. Oh, there, this thing is slow. It's slow. Any other questions while I'm trying to upload this thing? Any other question? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. The book is still uploading, so once it's done, I will log out, Mr. Alateju. I'm just waiting for it to upload for you. Okay, so I would have continued, but I don't want to load you with so much. If I load you with so much, you won't get it. So tomorrow's class, I'm basically going to write the emails for, I'm going to write the emails for this one, 4 and 5. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to write it out already. And then once I've written it out, you just come and I will explain. And then once I've explained, I'll get into the other explanations. I will wrap that all up for the day. So you see me write emails already, so there's no need to see me write emails again. Yeah? So I'm waiting for you to upload. Any other question while it's uploading? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm waiting for it to finish so I can log out. Awesome. Okay, so Mr. Olateju, it's there. Oh. Let me know if you have downloaded it so I can log out. I want to log out now. Download it so I can log out. If you have downloaded it, say, if you have downloaded it, just say done. If you have downloaded it, just say done so I can log out. Are you done? Just say done, D-O-N-E, done.
I didn't see the link.
It's there. I posted it now. It's here.
Okay.
It's here. It's there. Maybe your internet is slow, but it's there. It's a book. Like I've uploaded it. It's not a link. It's a book. So you just click it and you download it. Hey, it is here now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I sent it as a direct message to someone. Oh no. Oh no. Let me do this. Oh no. That's to upload again. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's the third time. It's uploading. So it's going to finish uploading soon. And you can get it once it's done uploading. See, just that YouTube ads and Google ads stream that I'm having, it's big, it's huge, physical. 7 hours per day straight up. It's massive. So if you want to join before this is filled up, you know what to do. But massive, it's big. I've never done anything like it. It's huge. It's not like the one we did one day and no, online 1 hour. No, this one is huge. All right. So if you want in, let me know before the spots are filled up. Let me know tonight. Just chat me up privately. If it's filled up, it's gone here. Okay, so yeah, that's that for that. Now, I've uploaded it now. Let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it now. Man is feeling sleepy. Oh dear. Let me know if you can see it now. You can see, let me know. I've uploaded it too, so I can go. Biko, Ejo. Let me know. Ah, it's there. Awesome. So it's there. Mr. Lateju, please check it. I need to log out. Can I go? Okay, I think I can go now. You've seen it, right? Mr. Lateju can go, right? Okay. Oh, just now. They want to office for you now. Okay, so we'll be signing up now. I think that I think it's Mr. Lateju's network. Chat me up privately. I could send this to you via WhatsApp. Okay. Send it to you via WhatsApp. Just chat me up privately. Yeah, I will send it to you via WhatsApp. Chat me up privately. Yep. You're welcome, sir. All right, so that does it.